Last time on Syberia, the trail of Hans Vorarlberg led us to this school, which is run by these three assholes. Alright, what else we got in here? We got bones. Check this door. Ooh! Libraries are a huge wealth of information. Hey, this school actually does have students. Are you also a perv?
Excuse me. Can I disturb you a second?
No.
You could be a little bit nicer about it.
Keep quiet. In case you haven't noticed, we're somewhere that requires silence and tranquility.
Could just say... She has a point, you know? Just say, like, I'm studying, but you don't have to be... forget it. The one guy in there I can talk to is a dick. I am somehow going to know exactly where the one book I need to read is. Oh, I can go around. Cool. I will mouse over the walls until I see what I need. I thought I saw a ladder on that side, but now I'm thinking I just saw the shelves that look like a ladder. No, that is a ladder. Up there. There we go. This game seems to like putting you on ladders, Kate. There it is, the upside down one. The Illustrated Dictionary of Plants and Mushrooms. Okay. I don't know why I need to know this. The Yangala Cola. The Yangala Cola is a mushroom without stem that has a chewy texture. Fuck this font. It is dried and ground into a powder and consumed before the hunt commences. Its effect is instantaneous and the penetration of the hunter's vision increases extraordinarily. The hunter is then able to aim and hit targets concealed behind thick undergrowth, even over great distances. Okay, so there's a mushroom somewhere that will really make it easy to see. And I guess that's around here somewhere. Non-fact? I'm not going to look that up. Continue exploring the school. I guess it actually is legitimate. Those guys made me think that this place was just going to be a shithole. Oh, hello, Professor. Can you tell me about Mammoth?
Excuse me. Sir, please, just a moment.
Yes, what is it? I'm not deaf, you know.
I am sorry to disturb you in your work, sir, but...
This young Mammothus primigenius is barely 40,000 years old. Fantastic, wouldn't you say, miss?
Yes. Probably.
What do you mean, probably?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, you don't know, I see. What can I do for you, my dear child?
I like that so much you don't know. Bird.
My train stopped in a peculiar aviary. It's very odd. A lot of bird species seem to seek harbor there.
Ornithology is far from being my favorite subject, but I must concede that the station is the pride of the university. It was initially intended for teaching purposes, but then birds started arriving from all around the world. It seems that there are still rare species breeding there and flourishing.
Are there? Can you give me an example?
I have been told about a kind of bird with peculiar habits. Let's see now, the Amazon cuckoo, that's right. But, oh, I'm so foolish, I can't remember what was so special about it. Just that its behavior is very peculiar.
The Amazon? Where's the Amazon? What is the Amazon?
I'm sorry, my dear, but one cannot learn everything in a lifetime. Specialization is the key to real knowledge. Why don't you pay a visit to our library?
Thank you very much.
I already did. Mission.
It wasn't really my intention to stop off here, but I'll confess, this university is really very impressive.
Ah, indeed. There's such a tradition of learning here. And so much knowledge, a real depth of culture, intelligence, and gray matter. I myself did my studies here and never left.
Actually, I'm here because I've been summoned by the rectors of the university.
Oh, I see. You must have made a mistake on your enrollment form.
Oh, no. I haven't come here to study. I have an important matter of inheritance to attend to. I have to find the heir.
And you hope you will find him here?
I'm not altogether sure. But you see, my train broke down coming into Barrackstadt Station.
In that case, my dear, you must come to one of my lectures. Here's a question for you. Do you know what the Proboscidean order is?
The Probo-whatian?
Ah, you see? There are gaps in your knowledge that need refreshing.
You just admitted to not knowing about birds or Amerizone. I don't trust you anymore.
I'll leave you in peace. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry? No, not at all, my dear child.
Alright, there's a door behind you. I'm gonna go check that, because if I hadn't been staring here talking to you, I wouldn't have noticed it. Just like the last one.
No point. It's locked.
Well, son of a bitch. I should have ignored it. Wow, okay.
No point.
Well, damn. So you're the only thing down here, which means you're going to be kind of important, I think. Can't go... Oh, I can go up here. I think. Oh, yeah, there we go. This way. Now I can go upstairs. Oh, it's a lecture hall. Alright, class, I'm here to announce something. You all fail. I got nothing. My creativity is shot. Okay, so my guess so far is... I need to find this mushroom. And I need to figure out how to deal with that bird. And the bird thing's probably in here. So let's look again to the library in case I missed a book. Anything? There's this thing. A book on the table. What is it? American Memories of an Expedition. Oh! It's birds! Sweet! Alright, what does it do? What does it do? This subspecies of the common cuckoo can... Oh god, it's all in cursive again. I'll just read it quickly. Okay, so those birds love this one grape. This school just so happens to pride itself in being able to reproduce. I've got to find this damn grape. I can talk about the grape now. Yeah, sweet. Okay, I'm guessing the scientist. This school does not have a librarian. Someone's gonna come back from the bathroom and say, "Hey, where did my bird book go? I was studying that." Alright, I know about grapes.
Do excuse me, Professor.
What is it you...
The grape.
If I were to say Forest Sauvignon to you, what would you say?
Oh, let's see. Sauvignon. Sauvignon? I would say it's some kind of tropical shrub, don't you think?
We are talking about the same plant, then. It is a very rare shrub with small, juicy fruits. I found a book about the Amazone, And it says that there are even Sauvignon plants growing right here in Bergstadt. You wouldn't know where, would you?
Amazon Sauvignon plants here? No. No, I don't think there are any. Highly implausible. But, you should ask the Stationmaster. He is keeper of the greenhouse at our university, so he could tell you more than me.
Oh, thanks very much. I'll leave you in peace.
Sorry?
That was actually useful information. Thank you. Alright, to the station master. I really have no idea what getting rid of those birds will help me accomplish. Phone call. Will this one be useful? Probably not.
Hello?
So, you got him then, this air?
Ah, it's you, Mr. Marson. Good day, and how are you, sir?
I'll feel a whole lot better when this whole business is over and the sales contract is signed. Where the hell are you?
I'm in Bergstadt.
What? What in God's name are you doing there?
It's a magnificent university town. It would appear Hans Vorarlberg once passed by here several years ago.
So if he isn't there anymore, then there's no point hanging around.
I hear what you're saying, sir, but I have good reason to believe that Hans Vorarlberg is still alive. For the time being, I'm trying to gather extra information from people who have known him.
What's your next destination?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
Doesn't sound like you know too much, Kate.
I just need a bit of time, Mr. Marson.
Yeah, well, time is what you ain't got. Keep me posted.
So I probably should have asked people in there about Hans. Maybe when I come back. Hey, grapes. Need grape.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
What can
I need grapes.
Where might I find some forest Sauvignon plants, please?
No place around here, that's for sure. I don't know what you're talking about. That stuff's from the Amazon.
You know, for someone who knows nothing about the plant, you seem pretty well informed about which mysterious faraway country it comes from.
Oh, well, Amazon, Peru, Papua New Guinea, it's all the same to me. Gotta go. Gotta work.
Wait, don't go. You know what? I don't think he was being totally straight with me.
No. I guess this is another case where I gotta follow him. I don't know which way he went. Maybe it's that locked door over there. Check it.
I can't go.
Well, nope. I think he's doing something unsavory with these grapes. Maybe he's making wine. Dude, I want some wine. I won't tell anybody, just... Oh. They're up here, aren't they? Wait, that would make no sense. I want them to get rid of that damn bird. Alright, where the hell is this guy? That gate is sealed. Once they tow me down here, they'll be like, we can't get past the fucking gate. And I'll just ride off on my train giving them the bird. At least the train gate looks like it'll open. Why does this look like it's from Fallout? Hey, there you are.
Excuse me, Station Master, but...
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
No.
Well, I am. Very busy indeed. But, okay, I think I can give you a minute of my time.
Give me the damn grapes.
I'm looking for a kind of little juicy berry. You don't know where I could find some?
Look, lady, the station doesn't have any Sauvignon berries, not even forest Sauvignon.
Funny you should mention it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Forest Sauvignon.
Sauvignon, raspberries, red currants, they're all the same to me. And we don't grow none of them here.
But you see, I have just read a very interesting book which says that the rare Sauvignon berry is actually cultivated here in the famous Baruchstadt University aviary itself.
Well, if it's in a book, then don't believe everything you read, miss.
I don't know why, but I don't think you're telling me the truth.
What do you mean? I don't know. How should I know where to find your stupid grapes? Go ask your professor, what's his name, Pons, the paleontologist.
But you're the master of this station, so you should know better than anyone.
Nobody tells me anything. I don't know. Go see the old guy with the fossils.
All these birds in a...
This is no ordinary...
I can well...
And you know...
It wasn't
a nightmare. You know...
I see what you...
The faculty...
You haven't...
A wonder...
Why not?
I,
You poor...
Worst thing...
All these birds in a station. It's amazing.
This is no ordinary station, miss. Oh, no. These birds are part of the prestigious University of Baruchstadt Ornithological Collection. Over the years, this aviary has housed some of the most fantastic species from all over the world. And I am not exactly your typical station master either. This little world is my responsibility, and that is no easy task.
I can well believe you.
And you know what's the hardest? The hardest thing is to keep interspecial harmony. And one day some explorer introduced a couple of cuckoos from the Amazon. Oh,
It wasn't a good idea?
a nightmare. You know, cuckoos lay their eggs in the nests of other species, right? Now, what's more, they also push the host's eggs out of the nest so that they receive all the mother's attention, right? Accursed cuckoos. Nightmare.
I see what you mean. That's one tricky bird. And there was nothing you could do to stop it?
The faculty declared the bird a protected species. If it wasn't for our mechanical eagle, we were sitting on a major ornithological catastrophe.
You have an automaton here?
A wonder of technology. It's an eagle that's mounted on wheels in the air. It passes through and it swoops down to collect parasite eggs. But heck, the dang eagle's been out of order for several years. Impossible to collect the eggs myself.
Why not?
I can't climb up the gangway. I fell off it several months back, and I still have a pain in my spine. Not to mention the vertigo I've been getting. I only have to look up in the air. Whoa.
You poor soul. That must be very hard.
Worst thing is, cuckoo eggs piling up in the nests. Soon the rectors are gonna notice. There's trouble in store. Big trouble. I'm worried. Yep, worried.
That is a strange story, and I could fix it if you would give me the damn grapes.
I'm looking for a
Look, Lee.
fun. I don't...
What do you mean? I don't...
But you're the map.
Nobody tells me anything.
You don't know where I might find equipment...
Not in this station.
No. I mean, I don't know. Maybe...
Money?
The sailors on the barge reckon they could help me tow my train out of here, but they're asking for money. You couldn't possibly help me out with a few dollars, could you? I would be very grateful.
Miss, really? I'm surprised at you. Asking for money from a total stranger. Oh.
Right. I need cash. I need it to get my train out of your station, because my train is getting in your way, disturbing your birds, and upsetting your bosses.
Look, lady, I'm only a station master. I got my problems, and you got yours.
All right,
I won't disturb...
Welcome to...
You're hiding something, but you said talk to the guy with the bones, so I'm gonna go talk to that guy again and see what the hell's your problem. You know, I know about your bird thing now. I can report that to your bosses. So from what I gather, I'm gonna get this grape I get the grape to move the birds to activate the eagle, which will get me an egg, which will allow me to fix this thing in the middle, which will get me the money to tow my train. Damn! Hey you, do you know any of the station master's secrets? I need to blackmail him for grapes.
Do excuse me, Professor.
What is it you want?
About the, mission.
It wasn't really my intention.
And you...
I'm
In...
the...
I use...
Nope. Train?
Arriving in Bergstadt is an amazing experience. I've never seen such a station.
You came by train?
Yes, in a kind of clockwork train with a spring mechanism that winds down regularly.
You mean you drive a train? Young ladies of today never cease to amaze me.
Oh, no, I'm not the engineer. The train's engineer is actually an automaton. I am sorry, all this probably sounds very strange.
A clockwork train, driven by an automaton. I once knew a man long ago who could have invented such a train. It was he who designed the bandstand in the main square. To think that he was even capable of creating such a gadget. He was astounding, a true genius. But oddly, at the same time, he was also almost a child. It was as if his mental and physical evolution had definitively halted at the age of 10. Can you believe that?
Yes. I think I can believe that. At least I'm beginning to.
Wait. He still looked 10? What? Okay, tell me about Hans.
To tell you the truth, I'm looking for Mr. Hans Vorarlberg. He's the sole heir of a very unusual factory. My company is in charge of negotiations for the takeover of this factory. At last word, he was living in Syberia. So, as soon as my train is ready, I'll be continuing my journey eastwards.
Syberia. Syberia. But what was it you said again?
Said what?
You mentioned a name. The person you are looking for.
Vorarlberg. Hans Vorarlberg. Do you know him?
Hans Vorarlberg. How could I forget him? Such an extraordinary fellow. So inventive. We shared a passion for mammoths, you know, and we bonded over this passion. Without it, I confess, I would have had little to do with an odd, ageless retard like Hans.
Dude!
At the time, we were both students. Well, sort of. Put it this way. Hans had special permission to attend paleontology lectures. You see, he didn't really have the necessary qualifications. In exchange, Hans did a few odd jobs around the university.
Your Hans Vorarlberg sounds uncannily like the one I'm looking for.
I'm not sure, my dear. Hans was above all questions of money and business. Just to imagine him running a factory, perish the thought.
Can you tell me a little bit more about him?
He was always a mystery to me. He never said very much, and never quite seemed to grasp what you said to him. He expressed himself instead through his incredible mechanical contraptions. His inventions, I admit, have been much appreciated by the university. The few times we really did talk, it was about his strange interest for mammoths and a doll. Some sort of doll that obsessed him.
A doll, you say?
Yes, he kept talking about it. One day he described it to me. A sort of children's toy. A miniature mammoth mounted by a mout. It appears he found it in a cave not far from his home. The event all sounds very dramatic. His account was slightly confused, but it awoke a great interest in me.
What do you mean?
To my knowledge, there was only one tribe who made figurines featuring a mout, and that tribe is the Yukols. They live in the farthest reaches of Syberia, and for them, the dolls constituted a sacred object, illustrating one of their central legends. How such a doll made the journey from the frozen Siberian north to a cave in the French Alps is a mystery to me. Even today, it is beyond my comprehension.
Have you considered that Hans Vorarlberg was maybe making it up? You said yourself he didn't seem to have all his mental facilities intact.
No, that's impossible. Hans couldn't invent a story like that. The doll is a sacred part of the Syberia legend. He described it to me in exact detail. Syberia itself is a chimera that paleontologists of the world are very fond of pursuing.
Wait. That was spelled with a Y. There's an actual Syberia legend? I want to know more about that, but you don't have any more info.
I'll leave you in peace.
Sorry?
Maybe if I bring the doll to you, I'm gonna I'm gonna see if I can get that doll after I talk to the three stooges again. Hey, Larry, Mo, Girly, I'm here to rat out Shemp.
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have a little problem.
A little problem, a little problem. Everyone has little problems now, you know.
They are kept to oneself, and they don't stop the world from turning.
Nor trains from leaving stations.
I need this grape.
Are you sure there are no Amazon Sauvignon plants in Barockstadt? Because I have just interviewed the Stationmaster and the paleontologist, and what they said really didn't convince me that there wasn't any here.
We are quite definite on this point. There are no Sauvignon plants growing in Barockstadt.
You see, miss, the Amazon Forest Sauvignon is a rare shrub that requires very special conditions for growth.
That's right. Conditions that are very hard to reproduce, believe you me.
Difficult, but not impossible. Fortunately, our garden has proved very successful.
Your garden? So, there is a garden in Barockstadt?
Oh, the garden. Well, if there was one, it would be only a little garden hidden behind the station. But our stationmaster would be very proud of it.
He would take very good care of it, too. Everything would grow marvelously if we were able to cultivate it at all, and it would be all down to his gardening prowess.
And we would be proud as punch. And we wouldn't forget the role the paleontologist might play in this.
What's the paleontologist got to do with it all?
Without him and without his laboratory, how would we make the wine, do you think?
And it would be good wine indeed, my dear colleagues, would it not?
Oh, yes, a delightful balm to soothe away our long hours of toil and our heavy responsibilities.
We would wait impatiently every year for the arrival of the year's produce.
So, if I have understood you correctly, there are indeed Sauvignon plants in Barockstadt. They are cultivated in a garden behind the station, then turned into wine by the paleontologist's loving care, and finally, the pleasure of tasting is yours. If I'm not very much mistaken, gentlemen, you have a minor racket operating here.
Miss, you do go jumping to some hasty conclusions.
We never said that. That's not what we said at all.
We were talking in the conditional, you know, with ifs and woulds.
So, what would happen if I had such a hunch?
You would have to keep it to yourself, of course.
Yes, if you would be so kind as to keep it a secret. It would only be a small local concern, producing barely a few bottles every year.
That's right. Nothing so grandiose as a business. Otherwise, we'd be liable to be fined. So, we can't count on your discretion, can't we?
Don't worry, I have no intention at all of getting messed up in anything.
I just need the grapes.
If I were to need Sauvignon grapes, I could presumably find them in the garden, couldn't I?
If Sauvignon were to be found here, it would doubtless be situated in the said location.
But the stationmaster would have to let you in. He would be the only one with the key.
Yes, if that indeed was the case, that would be the correct procedure.
Okay,
Here we are, busy chat.
Thank
And
I think I have made progress. I am glad. I was really worried those guys would be a huge waste of time. I knew you were making wine, you prick.